It's the year 2077. The world has changed in ways that were once only imagined in science fiction. Towering skyscrapers pierce the sky, adorned with neon lights that paint the night in vibrant hues. The streets below are bustling with autonomous vehicles and people wearing augmented reality glasses, navigating a world where technology is deeply integrated into daily life. Yet despite these advancements, Earth is a messy mix of amazing technology and a planet that's been hurt by pollution. The air is thick with smog in many urban areas, a stark reminder of the environmental cost of progress. Factories and industrial zones continue to pump out pollutants, creating a jarring contrast between the sleek, clean lines of modern technology and the dirty, grimy reality of environmental degradation. In this world, there was a young man named Sam who dreamed of going to space. Sam was fascinated by the stars and the mysteries they held. His room was filled with posters of distant galaxies, and he spent countless nights peering through his telescope, imagining what it would be like to explore the cosmos. He was driven by a sense of wonder and a desire to escape the polluted confines of Earth. He had no idea that something incredible was about to change his life. One night as he gazed at the stars, he noticed a strange shimmering light moving across the sky. It was unlike anything he had ever seen before. His heart raced with excitement and curiosity. Little did he know this was the beginning of an extraordinary journey that would take him far beyond his wildest dreams. Very, very far away, on a planet scientists call Kepler 186f, lived Anya. Kepler 186f was a world of stark beauty and harsh realities. The terrain was rugged and alien, with towering mountains and vast barren plains. The planet orbited a red dwarf star, casting a dim reddish light over everything. It was a world that seemed both familiar and utterly foreign at the same time. Her planet was lit by a reddish sun that was close to dying. The sun's weak light gave the landscape an eerie, otherworldly glow. The days were short and the nights were long and cold. The people of Kepler 186f had adapted to this harsh environment, developing technologies and ways of life that allowed them to survive and thrive despite the challenges they faced. Everything on her planet glowed, especially the plants and rivers. The flora and fauna of Kepler 186f had evolved to emit their own light, creating a stunning bioluminescent landscape. At night, the world came alive with a soft ethereal glow, as if the very ground and water were filled with starlight. It was a sight that never ceased to amaze Anya, filling her with a sense of wonder and curiosity. Anya's people, called the Lumina, looked like they were made of starlight. The Lumina were a race of beings with shimmering translucent skin that glowed softly in the dim light of their dying sun. They were graceful and ethereal, moving with a fluidity that seemed almost otherworldly. Their appearance was both beautiful and haunting, a reflection of the fragile, luminous world they inhabited. Anya was very curious about the universe. She spent her days exploring the alien landscape of her home planet, and her nights gazing up at the stars, wondering what lay beyond. She was fascinated by the idea of other worlds and other beings, and she longed to learn more about the universe and her place in it. She felt a strong pull towards the stars. There was something about the vast, infinite expanse of space that called to her, filling her with a sense of longing and possibility. She dreamed of one day traveling to the stars, of discovering new worlds and new civilizations. It was a dream that seemed impossible, but it was one that she held onto with all her heart. Her dad, General Zolan, was a serious man who wanted to protect his daughter from the dangers of space. General Zolan was a stern, disciplined man who had seen the harsh realities of the universe. He was deeply protective of Anya, and he worried about her curiosity and her dreams of exploring the stars. He knew the dangers that lay beyond their world, and he wanted to keep her safe from harm. But he also knew that he couldn't hold her back forever, and that one day she would have to find her own path. One night, while Sam was looking at the stars, a bright light crashed near an old observatory. Sam felt like he had to see what it was, so he went to the crash site. In the middle of the wreckage, he saw Anya. Even though they were from different planets and spoke different languages, they felt instantly connected. They spent the whole night using their hands and faces to communicate. Sam told Anya about Earth, its history and its problems. Anya told Sam about Kepler 186f, her people and their hope for peace. As days turned into weeks, Sam and Anya fell deeply in love. Their connection was undeniable, a bond that seemed to transcend the very fabric of time and space. They found solace in each other's company, a refuge from the chaos of the world around them. Every stolen moment was a treasure, every shared glance a promise of a future they dared to dream of. They met secretly, sharing their dreams and hopes. In the quiet corners of the city they whispered their fears and aspirations, building a world of their own. Anya spoke of her home planet, a place of advanced technology and peace, while Sam shared his visions of a united Earth, free from the shackles of war and division. Their conversations were a blend of reality and fantasy, a tapestry of what could be. Anya, with her funny personality, made Sam less cynical. Her laughter was infectious, a melody that brought light to Sam's often dark and brooding thoughts. She had a way of seeing the world that was both innocent and wise, a perspective that challenged Sam to look beyond his own experiences and see the beauty in the mundane. Together, they found joy in the simplest of things, from the rustling of leaves to the twinkling of stars. Sam, with his kindness and hope, made Anya want to fight for a better world. His unwavering belief in the goodness of people inspired her to believe that change was possible. He showed her that even in the darkest of times, there was always a glimmer of hope, a reason to keep fighting. Together, they dreamed of a world where love and compassion triumphed over hatred and fear. But their secret meetings didn't stay secret for long. The walls had ears, and whispers of their forbidden love began to spread. They became more cautious, meeting under the cover of darkness, always looking over their shoulders. The thrill of their clandestine encounters was tinged with a growing sense of dread, a fear that their love would be discovered and torn apart. General Zolan found out about Anya and Sam. He was a man of strict principles, a guardian of the old ways, and the idea of an Earthling and an alien being together was an affront to everything he stood for. The discovery of their relationship was a blow to his pride and a threat to his authority. He saw their love as a dangerous rebellion, a spark that could ignite a revolution. He was furious and forbade Anya from seeing Sam. His orders were absolute, and he made it clear that any disobedience would be met with severe consequences. Anya was heartbroken, torn between her love for Sam and her duty to her people. The weight of the world seemed to rest on her shoulders, and the future she had dreamed of with Sam seemed to slip further and further away. He was afraid of what their love would cause. General Zolan feared that their union would lead to unrest, that it would embolden others to defy the established order. He worried that the delicate balance of power would be disrupted, that the fragile peace between their worlds would be shattered. His mind was a storm of conflicting emotions, torn between his duty and the faint, unacknowledged hope that maybe, just maybe, love could bridge the divide. On Earth, people were suspicious and scared of Anya. Her presence was a reminder of the unknown, a symbol of the otherworldly. Rumors spread like wildfire, painting her as a threat, an invader. The fear of the unknown bred suspicion, and soon Anya found herself isolated, a stranger in a strange land. The once welcoming streets became hostile, and the warmth of human connection was replaced by cold, wary glances. The government wanted to capture her to steal her technology. They saw Anya not as a person, but as a resource, a means to an end. Her advanced technology was a prize, a key to power and dominance. Plans were made in secret, strategies devised to capture her and extract her knowledge. The corridors of power buzzed with anticipation, and the hunt for Anya began in earnest. They watched Sam closely and called him a traitor for being Anya's friend. His loyalty to her was seen as a betrayal, a sign that he had turned his back on his own kind. The authorities kept a close eye on him, monitoring his every move, waiting for him to slip up. The pressure was immense, and the walls seemed to close in around him. But despite the danger, Sam's resolve never wavered. His love for Anya was a beacon, guiding him through the darkness, giving him the strength to fight for what he believed in. Anya was torn between her duty to her family and her love for Sam. She stood at a crossroads, her heart heavy with the weight of her decision. On one hand, her family had always been her anchor, providing her with a sense of belonging and purpose. On the other hand, Sam represented freedom, adventure, and a love that made her feel truly alive. The whispers of rebellion echoed in her mind, urging her to break free from the chains of tradition and follow her heart. Anya's father, a stern and traditional man, had always expected her to follow in his footsteps and uphold the family's legacy. He had dedicated his life to their people, and he wanted Anya to do the same. But Anya's heart was conflicted. She loved her father dearly and respected his wishes, but the thought of a life without Sam was unbearable. She often found herself staring at the family portrait, wondering if she could ever truly be happy living a life dictated by duty alone. Sam was her rock, her confidant, and her greatest love. He made her feel free in a way she had never experienced before. Despite the dangers that came with their relationship, Sam never wavered in his commitment to Anya. He knew that being with her meant facing threats and challenges, but his love for her was unwavering. He promised to protect her no matter what. Together they devised a risky plan to escape the confines of their world. They would leave Earth behind and venture into the unknown, seeking a place where they could be together without fear. The plan was fraught with danger, but the thought of a life together gave them the courage to proceed. They spent countless nights gazing at the stars, dreaming of the day they could leave their troubles behind. The spaceship they had acquired was their ticket to freedom, a vessel that would carry them to a faraway part of the galaxy. They meticulously planned their escape, knowing that one wrong move could spell disaster. But their love for each other gave them the strength to face the unknown. As they embarked on their journey, the weight of their decision began to lift. The vast expanse of space stretched out before them, filled with endless possibilities. They looked out the spaceship window, feeling a sense of relief and hope. For the first time, they were free from the constraints of their past. In this new part of the galaxy, they could build a life together, free from fear and filled with love. The whispers of rebellion had led them to a new beginning, and they were ready to embrace it with open hearts. The night of their escape was full of tension. Anya, hiding under a cloak of light, met Sam at an abandoned airfield. A stolen spaceship was waiting for them. Their escape was a mix of excitement and fear. Government drones chased them, their lights searching the darkness. Anya used her technology to fight back, creating a huge light show in the sky. As they flew higher, Earth became smaller and smaller. They were free, but they knew their journey was just beginning. They were on the run, hunted by two worlds with an uncertain future.